agonizing pain of defeat. There's nothing like it, and nobody in Oklahoma brings you all of that better than Squirtle. So sit back, hold on, and get ready for another thrilling ride, because it's time once again for the Squirtle Game of the Week.
Hello and welcome to the Squirtle Game of the Week. We are in Marlow tonight. Mark Rogers and Sean Meek here to call the action between the Marlow Outlaws and the Pauls Valley Panthers. Rivalry that goes back about 100 years. It should be a great game tonight. Sean, both of these teams are unbeaten.
Yeah, this should be a lot of fun tonight. Both these teams are playoff teams from last year. Early in the season, huge district games. Both these teams are jockeying for first, playoff positioning early in District 3A2, and it should be a lot of fun.
3A District 2 has a non-district record of 18-6, and that includes 5 teams that are undefeated. So one of these teams that finished the non-district portion of the schedule unbeaten will not make the playoffs. The playoff race should be double tough and pretty tight this year in this group. I would favor Heritage Hall. I think people are probably would be tough to upset the Chargers as good as they look so far this season. But after that, I think any team could finish 2 through 5, 6, or 7 in the district.
Yeah, 3A2 is loaded. There's, just like you said, Mark, there's going to be a good team, probably 1 or 2 really good teams not make the playoffs out of this district. I would agree with you. I think Heritage Hall is probably the early season favorite until someone knocks them off. I think they got to be the district favorite. But you look at Sulphur, Plainview, Marlow, Pauls Valley, Lone Grove. Just this district is loaded. So there's going to be a ton of competitive football played in 3A2 throughout the season. Well,
this is a great stadium. It was built in 1936, Outlaw Stadium here, and you could just tell the passion that is alive for Marlow football. They won the state championship 2 years ago in Class 2A, and have a ton of cheerleaders and band members and guys out for football. And so you could tell how important football is to this community.
Yeah, just an awesome atmosphere here tonight, Mark. We were talking about that whenever we got here tonight. Just finding a parking spot, here in Marlow tonight. Both sides are packed. The home side, the visiting side, both bands are playing. Cheerleaders are going. People are lined up in lawn chairs down here. So really cool 3A matchup, just atmosphere tonight.
I hate to break it to you, Sean, but we had reserved parking spots. Darren Brantley, the athletic director, made sure. So sorry about the lack of communication.
Well, that's okay.
If either one of us needed to walk, it was me. So I just barely had to move up here. So I'll give you a ride to your car after the game.
That'll work. I just hope I don't get a ticket tonight. I'll have to see Brantley tonight after the game if I get a ticket.
Oh. And the Panthers are now coming out of the field. Pauls Valley won the toss. Marlow chose to receive, and they're going to defend the north goal here at Outlaw Stadium tonight. The wind is pretty good, blowing out of the south, probably 15 to 20 miles an hour here around kickoff.
It'll be interesting to see how that wind plays in early. Like you said, it's really gusting kind of the southeast a little bit. So we'll see, especially first quarter. I always like to see how the wind plays, factor in that first quarter field position, and see if someone can pin someone deep, make them punt into the wind, and see how much of a factor that plays.
Can we scan the camera down here to see with Marlow where they're coming onto the field? This is an interesting situation. We got not only an inflatable tent, there's some kind of metal gate, and then paper here. So I think that this could be a developing situation of how they get out on the field. And flags. Are we going to have a video, Sean, on the video board? I don't know. Okay, now I understand.
There we go.
You got to hit the board. We'll play like a champion. This is very well organized.
That is.
It's a disciplined football team.
That's impressive. I love the classic look out of Marlow's uniform. Almost looks like Penn State. Just no names or anything, just numbers, classic, clean look.
I agree. That is a nice trademark for them under their head coach, Jody Weber, who left Pauls Valley to come to Marlow. Of course, Matt Weber played for his father, Joe, brother Jody, won the state championship at Davis. And so those brothers and that family knows a lot about coaching football in this part of the state. I believe Joe Weber also coached here at Marlow.
Yeah, Coach Weber does an awesome job here. They were, back when I was still coaching. Marlow was 2A. They won 2A state championship, and same class. So I was coaching in, and they were just loaded. He does an outstanding job. You could tell. We saw a little bit of film on him throughout the year, but just a very, very well coached team. And I know Pauls Valley is as well, so it should be a good matchup.
Pauls Valley really got hot at the end of last year, won some ball games, defeated Plainview, defeated Sulphur. And it's been a while since the Panthers have been undefeated at this stage of the season. Matter of fact, it's been all the way back since 2001 that Pauls Valley was 3-0. They finished that season 10-1 and were upset in the first round of the playoffs by Kingfisher in that season. But we have got a great crowd here tonight. And again, want to say thank you to all of the people here at Marlow, the superintendent, Corey Holland, who allows us to be here this evening, and Darren Brantley, the athletic director. And it's a perfect night for football. Sun is falling behind the home stands here. So we'll just have great weather tonight.
Absolutely beautiful outside. I know it beats the heck out of those first couple of weeks when we were pushing kickoffs back to 8 o'clock because of the heat index. This is about perfect right here.
Pablo Amaya will kick it off for the Panthers. Deep to receive for Marlow. Jacob Crossan, Rylan Ray. That's Keller Kazar. And that ball with the wind goes out of the end zone. And so Pauls Valley will defend from the 20-yard line where Marlow will have it 1st and 10.
Yeah, so you see Pauls Valley taking advantage of that wind gust early and putting one in the end zone, getting a touchback. We'll see what Marlow can do starting from their own 20.
Cade Gilbert is the starting quarterback for Marlow, multiple sport athlete, outstanding player. Certainly will be a key for Pauls Valley to try to slow him down this evening. King Harrison is the senior tailback behind Cade Gilbert. Quick pass is caught. Jacob Crossan, and he has a nice gain of 12 yards.
Nice little quick screen out here to the right that time. Looked like Marlow liked their leverage and numbers out here and just got it out quick and let them do something with the yards after catch there.
1st down and 10 from the 32. Gilbert looking over for the assignment. He has 2 receivers to his right. Split receiver to the left is Baron Gage. Motion from Cody Weber. And this play is blown dead. Equipment infraction.
It looks like he may be sent out for some type of equipment issue.
So Cody Weber, after he goes in motion across the field, comes out, and Keller Kazar will come in the slot.
Knee pad issue right there, Mark.
I didn't know you had to wear knee pads anymore.
Well, they're big about it in the high school game, I'll tell you that.
Gilbert pulls the ball out, takes it on his own. He's got running room. And a big gain for Gilbert.
Nice read by Gilbert right there. Put the ball in the running back's gut, and that defensive end crashed down hard. Just nobody left outside there to contain.
So 2 plays and 2 very successful plays at that. Let's give him 15 yards on the run. And that puts it 1st down and 10 at the 48. Cody Weber got his knee pads in. Gets back out there. Marlow really utilizes the entire field here. They're going to stretch out the Pauls Valley defense. Pauls Valley playing with the free safety. Grimmett walked way up. Gilbert fakes at the running back, drops straight back. He's got some running room, and that's an excellent tackle by the Panthers. Rain Major, the outside linebacker, is able to get Gilbert for a gain of only 2.
Good job by Major there. If he don't make that play, Gilbert may go for another 10 or 15 yards.
Second down and 8 to go from the 50. I got to tell you, this is one of the more well-manicured fields that I have seen for natural turf. It is spectacular. Can't say enough about the atmosphere here in Marlow. Weber motions. Handoff goes to the halfback, King Harrison, and Pauls Valley's defense does a nice job of stopping Harrison. Gain of 4. And I put it just shy of the 46-yard line.
Looks like early Marlow is really attacking kind of that boundary side of Pauls Valley defense on the run game, where then the traditional 4-3 look, they don't have that overhang linebacker to the boundary side. So Marlow may have something there with numbers they like.
Both teams brought their bands. So 3rd down and 4. Gilbert hits Weber, and it's a first down. Nice little hitch. Skeet Jolly is there to make the tackle, but not before he picked up 7 yards, gets the ball to the 41-yard line. 5. That's good enough for the first down.
Good job by Weber and Gilbert there, just knowing what they had to get, know what the sticks are. We'll stop right at the sticks, move the chains.
Handoff goes to Harrison again. Harrison makes one man miss in the hole and carries it forward to the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Rain Major on the tackle for Pauls Valley. That's his second in the last 3 plays. We'll see if the Outlaws continue to utilize that motion. Wide receivers 3 to the side of the field, Crossan, Weber, and Gage. And now Harrison will move over here as well. Gilbert with a nice fake to Harrison, missed tackle, and falls forward right near the sticks. Gets it from the 36 to the 30. It's a 6-yard run from Gilbert and a first down for the Outlaws.
It's a big first down right here for the Pauls Valley defense. They got to do something to kind of try to win first down here and not put them in those 2nd and 4, 2nd and 5 situations.
Pauls Valley has got almost all 11 men near the football, so I think they're daring the Outlaws to throw it down the field, but quarterback run game has been tough. Outlaws put a fullback in the game, Jace Hunt, senior. Gilbert is not going to get much on the play. As a matter of fact, he stopped for no gain.
Almost wonder if Marlow knew they got a first down right there, to be honest with you.
Good point.
I think they might have thought that was 3rd and short.
They did go on a quick count. Yep, I think you're right, Sean. They've put the fullback in the game. Not necessarily 1st and 10 formation. Gilbert with a fake. Looking across the field for Weber, and that ball is incomplete. Weber made a nice adjustment. Skeet Jolly was back there in defense for Pauls Valley. And that was almost good for a touchdown.
Just barely missed that one, no doubt. It was really close to being a touchdown. I think Gilbert missed the left side of the field there. He had what you call a Texas route, smash route. Had about a 6-yard hitch and then a corner route for his number 2, and both those guys were open.
3rd down and 10 to go. We'll call it 10. Pauls Valley maneuvering in the defensive front. Gilbert's going to roll to his left. Weber's in the flat, and that ball is thrown and caught. Great reception and a nice pitch from Gilbert to Baron Gage, and a big 3rd down conversion on 3rd and 10. That picks up 14 yards for the first down.
Oh, you see that play a lot on 3rd and 8, 3rd and long, just that kind of sprint out and throw that back shoulder stick route just a couple of yards past the first down marker. So hard to stop if you throw and catch on time.
First and 10 from the 16. Marlow's really been in front of the chains on this drive. Oh, there's a big hit and a fumble, and Pauls Valley has it. The Panthers recover. No one there to block. And a big lick from Cooper Russell. That's check that. That's number 64 for Pauls Valley. That's Mason Barona. He's only a sophomore, 5'11", 203. That was a big physical play on the fumble.
Big play right there from Barona right there. Just he hit the quarterback and running back at the mesh point and just messed up really the play from the beginning. And what a way to flip momentum quickly for Pauls Valley.
So Pauls Valley takes over 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. Offenses look rather similar. Tanner Perry, the quarterback for Pauls Valley that makes things go, breaks a couple of tackles, but there are a lot of blue jerseys over there, Sean, to make the stop. Getting it of about 3 yards.
Good job by Perry there, picking up probably 3 yards. Was hit at the line of scrimmage, kind of broke a tackle or two, and good job by him to get as much as he did.
Pushed it all the way across to the 26, so 27-yard line. It's a 4-yard run for Perry. It'll make it 2nd down at 6. And we have a false start on the Panthers. Penalties are extremely costly in this sport, Sean. And first couple of weeks saw a ton of penalties. Now that you're in district play, would expect the teams to be playing at a little better level.
Yeah, and those are things that are just, self-inflicted wounds that drive coaches crazy. Those are drive killers. You go from second, 4 or 5 to now getting back to 2nd and 11. Those are things that statistically you usually don't move the chains after those things happen.
There's a little reverse for Pauls Valley. Maddox Prince, and he is dropped in the backfield on great play by Peyton Eddy, the senior, 6'4", 195-pound defensive end.
Excellent job by Eddie right there. Stayed at home, did his job, contained it. Even if he doesn't make that tackle, it's going to turn back up inside. The one thing you don't want to let happen is let that ball get to the sideline. Outstanding job by him, staying home, making a play right there.
The Outlaws were not fooled at all on that reverse. Sean, this is like an old school football game. A lot of times we see teams spread it out all over the field and throw the football a bunch, but look at these defenses. They are lined up to play the run tonight.
It is, and you got to think both teams want to establish the run, and both teams are going to commit to shutting down the run.
Deep ball is caught. Tanner Perry stood in the pocket and threw it downfield to Dakota Weatherford. He took a big lick from Peyton Eddy, was back there in the backfield again, and somehow that ball was hauled in by Weatherford for a big gain out to the 46-yard line.
Great job there by the Pauls Valley receiver, just really staying with that play, competing for the ball. As that play developed, you thought you thought Marlow may get a turnover down here on a fumble, and then the ball, he got hit as he throws. You thought it might be a pick. Great job by Pauls Valley receiver.
1st and 10 at the 46. It's a 24-yard gain on the pass to Dakota Weatherford. Perry's going to keep it, and there's just not much running room, but he is fighting hard and picked up a couple that he wouldn't have normally had. A ton of Marlow defenders in there. Hudson Morgan, the sophomore, the final one to make the tackle.
Again, I like the way Perry runs the football. He's a physical runner at quarterback. Like you said, Mark, that was really bottled up and kind of stuff from the start. He just kept his feet churning and picked up a couple.
We'll give you the starters on both sides of the ball here coming up. This game is moving very quickly in the first quarter. Panthers here have an empty set. Perry, the only man in the backfield. Motion comes from Rain Major, and Major keeps the ball in the reverse. Does a nice job of lowering his shoulders and powering forward. We've got a penalty flag right at the 47-yard line.
Looks like we're probably going to have a hold on Pauls Valley. Number 33, Eddie, keeps doing a great job on the edge out here, and I think they may have held him right there.
Holding is the call on the Panthers. That's their second penalty. It's a 10-yard infraction. So it makes it 2nd down and 19 from the 37. Clock runs. Pass out in the flat, and that's a floater. It was a nice catch. Credit the catch to Maddox Prince. That ball really floated.
Yeah, great catch right there by Prince. It was only good for about 2 yards, but outstanding athletic one-handed catch.
3rd and 17 from the 39-yard line. We'll see if Eddie can get another rush. Senior defensive end has been tough for the Panthers to handle so far. Perry has a man over the middle and breaking tackles and getting to the 50-yard line on a nice reception. The second one of the game for Rain Major.
Looks like Pauls Valley's bringing in the punt team, but I'll tell you what, I'm impressed by the physicality of Pauls Valley's ball carriers and whether it be running back and quarterback, just their ability to break tackles and keep their feet moving. And very physical running.
4th down and 6 here. Is this the right call, Sean?
Yeah, I think that's early in the game it is.
It's a good punt. Punt is received at the 13-yard line. A couple man missed from Kizar, and Marlow is going to have to go the length of the field. We'll take a timeout here. Quick one. 2:09 to go in the first quarter. No score in the Squirtle game of the week.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company. Older than Oklahoma. Big enough to serve you and small enough to know you. We've been around since 1901, proudly serving the communities of Northwest Oklahoma and Southern Kansas. We are making banking easy. Whether you're at home, in the office, or waiting for the next quarter to start, our online or mobile banking options help you to juggle busy schedules and financial needs. So stop by and see us at any of our...
Welcome back. Quickly back underway. Clayton Robinson is the tailback behind Gilbert for the Outlaws. Going to be a quick pass. That ball was read very well and a dangerous toss. Maddox Prince was not fooled. He snuck in there and defended that pass. It's a completion the first of the game for the Outlaws. Second of the game.
Showing the same play we saw Marlow open up their first offensive drive with, and that time Prince, the corner, played it way more aggressively, really broke on the ball as soon as he saw the quarterback's hand come off of it. We'll see if Marlow comes back with a deep ball later in the game, just based on how aggressively corners are starting to play that.
Good point. Very good point. And again, especially the deep ball, when you look at the alignment for the Panthers, Grimmett is the free safety in. He is less than 10 yards down the field. Robinson goes for 3 on 2nd and 10.
Absolutely. They're definitely dedicating Grimmett way more to the run game than they are any pass responsibilities right now. So Marlow should have some opportunities downfield if they want to take them.
Grimmett is an excellent 3-sport athlete for the Panthers. Basketball and track. Marlow converted on a 3rd and 9 in the last drive. Gilbert rolls to his right. Ball's tipped up in the air, and it is picked off. The second turnover for the Outlaws. Coming up to get that tip pass is Skeet Jolly. And Pauls Valley takes over in Marlow territory at the 32-yard line.
We talked before the game started, Mark, about field position and what role that would play. Really looked like first drive, Marlow offense moved the ball so well. But right now, Pauls Valley's been able to kind of combat that and flip the momentum and win the field position battle.
So quick change for the Marlow defense with 1:24 to go. Noah Olgwin is the halfback. Olgwin takes the handoff, running right. Running forward is across the 30-yard line, but pushed back as he met resistance right there. It's a gain of 3.
That play was blocked pretty well by Pauls Valley up front and on the perimeter with their receivers too. Marlow's defense doing a really good job of leveraging, making the ball go where they want to go, make sure it doesn't get to the sideline.
Maybe a little bit indecision for the quarterback there as he waited for something to open up. This one, sweep goes to Olgwin, and again, pretty good defense by Marlow. Give him another 3 yards.
Pauls Valley's showing a ton of different run looks up front offensively. That time they pitched it away from the poles, from the counter pole to the right. The previous play, they ran kind of a quarterback power read. So they're showing a bunch of run game to the poles, away from the poles, a bunch of things for Marlow defense to recognize.
21 seconds to go. It's 3rd and 4 here. They've got the wind at their back if they potentially would like to try a field goal. This clock is ticking here, and so we'll see if they lose the advantage of having the wind at their back. This might be a time where Coach Raper might want to call a timeout. There will be none. Quarterback Perry keeps it, and that's great defense right there on the edge from the Outlaws. The stop made by Lawson Knox. Loss of 3 on the play. That's the end of a very, very quickly played first quarter. Squirtle game of the week from Marlow. It's the Outlaws 0, the Panthers 0. We're back with the start of the second right after this.
Anger, anxiety, worry, and disbelief. These are normal emotions to feel with an unplanned pregnancy. You have options, and you are not alone. Hope Pregnancy Center in Alva is a safe, confidential, and compassionate place to land. Hope offers free pregnancy testing and ultrasound, and you will be provided education for all your options. Remember, you aren't alone. We can help with hope. Visit thinkimpregnant.org. That's thinkimpregnant.org.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
Welcome back. Start of the second quarter. Pauls Valley, 4th down and 6, 7 to go. 4th and 7. Some faking back there. Doesn't fool anybody. They got a man deep, and it's just overthrown. That had him fooled with the fakes up front, and it looked like the tight end snuck out the backside of the field, and he was just completely lost. But the Marlow defense is able to go 4 and out after their second turnover of the game.
Yeah, Perry, the quarterback, and the Pauls Valley coaching staff would love to have that one. Really, you feel like both teams right now have missed a significant scoring opportunity. But here we are, 0-0.
Well, he was under extreme duress when he had to throw the football up in the air in order not to take the sack. So the Outlaws take over here from the 30-yard line. Seems like they gained a couple of yards on that. Nice pass from Gilbert. Gets it over the middle to his intended receiver, Baron Gage, and Gage is finally tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a big gain of 38 yards.
Great ball right there from Gilbert, just allowing him to downfield throw, put it on him, put it in him in a way that he can do something with it after the catch.
38 yards from Gilbert to Gage. 1st and 10 from the Pauls Valley 32-yard line. Gilbert going to keep it on his own, and that's some great pursuit from the Pauls Valley defense. One of the two coming up to make the stop is Noah Olguin.
Really good job by Pauls Valley right there, just playing assignment football. I mean, that's really option football. So quarterback player being disciplined, doing his job.
Credit Gilbert with a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8 from the 30. Motion from Crossan. Gilbert going to keep it again. Missed tackle. Gilbert breaking tackles and a gain of 4.
Tough run. I've talked about being impressed with Perry, the Pauls Valley quarterback, his physical running. Gilbert's really cut from the same cloth. Both these guys are physical quarterbacks.
Third down and 5 from the 27-yard line. I think this is well within Gilbert's range if the Outlaws want to try a field goal. Movement up front for Pauls Valley. Gilbert's going to check with the coaching staff. Play clock is at 6. They'll have to hurry. Clayton Robinson to his right. Fake. Pass and dropped. Dropped in the flat. I think Crossan was thinking about who was going to perhaps come up to present themselves to tackle him, and it's an incomplete pass.
Yeah,
Fourth down and 5.
That's that minimum of first down if he catches that, maybe more.
A little bit of a decision time here. I mean, it's a long field goal, even with the wind. 4th and 5 certainly is a manageable down to pick up. Motion from Weber. Gilbert's going to roll to his left. Got an out route, and it is incomplete, and that will be a turnover on downs.
We saw a similar play call there again that we saw from Marlow earlier, sprint out, throwing that back shoulder sticker out, and what they completed earlier in the first quarter just missed it that time.
Gilbert has thrown for 70 yards here through the second quarter.
Yeah, you got to think Marlow offense is going to come back some of those deep shots that we saw them start the last drive with, because I think those will be there for them just based on how Pauls Valley is committing to the line of scrimmage.
We'll give you some scores from some of the other games. You can see those scrolling across the top of the screen. Lots of good ones as we start district play here tonight. Good defense from the Outlaws. Again, Pauls Valley is not winning many battles on the line of scrimmage so far. Perry loses from the 32-yard line back to the 30. It's a loss of 2, so we got second down and 12. We've got a penalty marker down. This will be the third penalty of the game on the Panthers. Here's how the Panthers look on the offensive side of the ball. The quarterback is Tanner Perry, a junior, 5'8", 175. Rain Major, the running back. Dakota Weatherford, Maddox Prince, John Grimmett, and George Fabella, or Jorge Fabella, are the wide receivers. The offensive line, Cooper Russell and Tyler Wood are the tackles. Jace Ford and James Fields are the guards, and Brett Alford are the center. Brett Alford is the center. 5-yard penalty for illegal motion pushes the Panthers back. We have a timeout.
There's a big moment in the game right now for Pauls Valley offensively. You kind of feel that they got their wheels spinning a little bit after a loss on first down and a penalty before second down. They're staring down about 2nd and 20 right here, staring in the face of the wind. They don't want to punt deep from their own end of the field. This could be a big momentum, a couple of downs right here.
For the Panthers, on the opposite side of the ball, Eli Gray and Peyton Eddy, a pair of seniors at the defensive end position. Gage Hickson and Brock Smith, the defensive tackles. Linebackers, Jace Hunt and Hudson Morgan. Corners are Caden Harris and Keller Kazar. Corbin Dittner is the strong safety. Lawson Knox is the opposite field safety. And Blade Harris is the free safety for the Outlaws. Big battle in Class 6A Division I tonight. There's a couple of really good games. Bixby and Norman North. Top-ranked Spartans are on top 15-0 in the first quarter. The Moore War. Westmore up on Moore 10-3. Second down and 17 to go for the Panthers. Perry takes it himself and is able to pick up all of that penalty yardage to put him in a position of third down and 10. A couple of nice fakes for Tanner Perry to pick up 7.
I like the call right there. Quarterback draw. Showed Marlow a little something different than what they've seen so far. Nice pickup from Perry on second down.
Third down and 10. Perry under pressure. He's able to get out of it and able to push the ball forward. It's only a gain of about 6, and this Marlow defense is very fast, making a lot of plays out there. And the difference in punting this football or picking up the first down, Sean, was that penalty, 5 yards.
Absolutely. That's what we talked about on the previously on previous drives, is that those things are just drive killers.
This punt off the side of the Panthers punter's foot, and it takes a bounce straight up and then rolls back, and it looks like Marlow is going to have the football in Pauls Valley territory, and it will be 1st and 10 from the Panthers 49.
Be interesting to see which offense can capitalize on a short field first. They've both had at least a couple of them apiece early, and we're still knotted at 0, so we'll see who can capitalize.
Heritage Hall up big on Lone Grove, 21-0 in the first quarter. Perkins trying over Kingfisher, 14-0. Metro over Mount St. Mary, 14-0, and Anadarko out on Manford, 14-0 in Class 3A from the 49-yard line. Motion from Baron Gage. Gilbert fakes to the backfield, looking deep. He's got a couple of men en route and some confusion there as both receivers, two-man route, ended up right together in the middle of the field, and it's another incomplete pass for the Outlaws.
Yeah, it's hard to tell what happened there, Mark. Usually if you got 2 vertical routes going down, one of them's going to take it towards the goalpost, the other one's going to stay on the hash. I don't know if they mixed up on whose assignment was whose.
King Harrison, the running back. Baron Gage changes sides of the formation, and let's see what this penalty is going to be. Might be the first of the evening in the Outlaws. Move it from the 49 back to the 46-yard line. And we have a timeout called here on the field. Marlow will call it. 7:42 to go in the first half. No score here at Outlaw Stadium. Marlow and Pauls Valley.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Welcome back. The Outlaws are ready to roll right here after the timeout. After the first drive, really, Marlow was able to move the ball down the field before the fumble, but they found themselves a little behind the chains.
Yeah, and some of that's been self-inflicted. Both teams have to clean up pre-snap penalties.
Motion from Baron Gage. Gilbert hands the football off to Harrison, and that's good defense from Pauls Valley. 2nd down and long, trying to get this back to 3rd and somewhat manageable. Pickup of only 4 yards. So the defense really is taking over, Sean, in this game.
They have, like you said, Marlow was doing kind of whatever they wanted to first drive, running the ball well. Pauls Valley's done a good job of neutralizing the run on second and third possession.
Gilbert's going to roll to his right. He's got some time, and he's going to go deep. He's got a man down there. It's caught. What a catch at the 10-yard line. Jacob Crossan. Play was well covered by the Panthers, but Crossan made a nice adjustment with his body and is able to haul it in for a 40-yard gain.
Great catch by Crossan. I think they're going to get Marlow on a hold out here.
Wow, it's going to wipe it out.
I think the right offensive tackle kind of tackled Pauls Valley's defensive end as Gilbert was escaping the pocket.
That is a tough break. He did have a lot of time. It got caved in over there on the right side, Sean, so I didn't see what happened to give him that much time to roll out, but that was a heck of a catch by Crossan.
Yeah, it was a great play, and they're going to get Marlow on a hold here, I think.
A hold happened at the 45-yard line. And then we moved the ball back from the line of scrimmage 10. So,
and the thing is, he didn't have to do it. I think Gilbert would have escaped the pocket anyway.
Just some bad breaks tonight for the home team here in Marlow. A couple of turnovers and then a costly penalty that will keep them from a first and goal. Gilbert going to throw across the middle again, and that ball is intercepted. Stepping right in front of it was Skeet Jolly, and Skeet Jolly is loose down the sidelines, and wow, Jolly delivers a blow to Gilbert, who was there to make the tackle. So a big interception. It's the second one of the evening, I believe, for Jolly.
Yeah, third total for the Pauls Valley defense tonight. I believe you're right, second by Jolly. Again, Pauls Valley offense finds himself with a short field.
Both teams have started here in their opponent's territory in the last couple of drives and have not been able to capitalize with putting any points on the board. So it's first down and 10 to go from the 37-yard line. Little misdirection from Perry, and Perry's got room. Perry's got the first down. Perry's inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 19-yard line. Big gain, and another penalty flag is down right around the 35-yard line, and I think this is going to come back as well.
I do like the play design there from Pauls Valley offensively. They showed a little speed option fake down here to the field, then blocked quarterback counter back up to the boundary, and got the whole Marlow defense flowing towards that speed option look.
Got to give a shout out to Shay Isbell, who was former Miss Marlow. Got the picture to prove it here from 1985. Look at that car, Sean. That's pretty impressive.
Nice.
Yeah. Listed in Norman now.
1985.
The Marlow downtown is looking, it looks pretty sharp.
Marlow's got a beautiful downtown. I wondered for years why they painted their trees, and then somebody informed me about that a while back.
What was the answer?
To, I believe, fight against insects, like infestation.
Okay. You've just dropped more knowledge than I will ever have on trees. Big reception from Noah Olgwin, and they pick up a lot of that yardage back. Matter of fact, they get all 10 of it back from the holding call. 10-yard reception from Olgwin as he broke some tackles.
I've had any tree knowledge I've had imparted on me, Mark, give it to me by others. So that is not that's not a natural knowledge base there.
Well, I'm all for keeping insects out of any kind of situation. Second down and 10 after the 12-yard reception from Olgwin. Perry is going to hand it off to Olgwin this time instead of throwing it. And the Marlow defense stretches that out and stops him and throws him back for a loss of a couple.
Again, we've seen really good perimeter defense by Marlow all night. Their outside linebackers are corners coming up supporting the run. Again, just not letting that ball get to the sideline, not breaking contain.
Third down and 11 from the 39. Ball over the middle. What a great catch and a first down. A toss from Tanner Perry to Maddox Prince, and it goes for the required yardage and a couple more. That ball was thrown in there right where it needed to be. And let's see, this may not be a first down. It's about a half-yard shy.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to mark it just a little bit short, but my gosh, what a throw by Perry as he's getting ready to take a hit. And then Prince going up, making a competitive catch. That's an impressive play by those two guys.
Perry and Prince, both juniors. And this is an important play. We'll call a timeout. I thought he was there and had the first down, but 4th down and 1 coming up from the 27, 4:53 to go here in the first half. No score between Marlow and Pauls Valley.
Wiggins Auctioneers is a full-service auction company well-versed in selling farm and range land, minerals, commercial and residential properties, as well as equipment, estate, and trust liquidations. In order to better serve our clients, Wiggins Realty offers conventional for-sale listings as well as buyer representation. Whether buying or selling, auction or conventional, we want to be your trusted company. Wiggins Auctioneers, 3 generations strong and setting the standard since 1963.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through
4th down and 1, tight formation. Perry and the quarterback sneaking. He's got the first down. Let's see. With the officials marking this, it's going to be really, really close. If he's to the 27, it's a first. I may have a measurement here. I think he's got it.
I think he's got it, but it's going to be tight.
First down. No need for the measurement. First down and 10 from the 26. A new set of downs as the Panthers convert the first 4th down of the game. Perry keeps it, fools the defense a little bit, and is able to get about 5.
We've seen a big difference on this drive, though, Mark. Pauls Valley offensively being able to establish some run game on first down and pick up 4, 5, 6 on first down and put them in second mid.
Clock continues to run, nearing the 4-minute mark of the first half. 3 Marlow turnovers, a fumble, and 2 interceptions have been very costly. Good defense from the Outlaws. Coming up to make the stop on that play is the linebacker, Jace Hunt, the senior. Hunt tackles Rain Major for no gain. Third down and 5. Pauls Valley. Let's see. Is it going to be Panthers timeout? Yes, it is. We'll take it with them. 3rd down and 5 coming up for Pauls Valley when we come back. Squirtle game of the week. No score between Marlow and Pauls Valley.
customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local Votech. We are Autry Technology Center.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
Third down and 5 when we return here, 3:17 to go. All right, Sean, what are you going to dial up here if you're the Panthers?
Well, I think they're thinking they got 2 downs to get this first down. So
They're going to throw it, and it's caught. First down for the Panthers, and really good play action and fake carried out by the quarterback, Perry, to get the football to Maddox Prince. And it puts the football at the 10-yard line, gain of 11.
really good job by Pauls Valley going with play action pass right there to move the chains. I'm sure Marlow's getting the ball after halftime. I'm sure Pauls Valley would be content with grinding as much time off this clock as possible and punching one in.
No, that's exactly right. Pauls Valley has a chance to double up here. Ball's from the 11-yard line. Perry is stopped. Let's give him a gain of 10 there on the last reception. Perry is no gain. Stopped. 2nd and 10 from the 11. I think if you're Pauls Valley, just by that fact, you'll take any kind of points here, really, at the end of the first half. Pretty strong wind still. The flags are, let's say the wind's gusting about 15 miles an hour out of the south to 20.
Yeah, absolutely. And with this much time on the clock in the situation, they're not going to give the ball back to Marlow unless they score.
Just a quarterback sneak, and we've got to have a face mask penalty. That was a great job on the edge. Logan Woods was over there along with Jace Hunt, but I think they got the face mask of the quarterback, and this is going to be a very costly penalty.
It's going to be a first down, Pauls Valley. They're going to have the ball about the 5-yard line.
Personal foul usually I would think might be an automatic first down, but the high school rules are certainly different than what you see on Saturdays and Sundays. And so it will be 2nd down and 6 to go. Or 2nd and 4. Perry cuts up inside, and they're just not finding any room over there on that side of the line. And it's Logan Woods again with the stop.
We'll see if Pauls Valley goes back some play action pass right here. Again, I'm not sure right now what their 4th down plan is, what their field goal unit looks like. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to play action.
3rd down, and I think 5 from the 6. They can get a first down without getting the touchdown. Play clock is at 10. Panthers, I think, taking their time here, watching the game clock. A nice play. Wasn't it another looked like horse collar or face mask on Perry?
I think they're going to get Marlow for another face mask right here.
Yeah. Or a horse collar. You could tell it was either the back of the jersey, but really Perry's head snapped around.
Yeah, you can definitely see Perry's head snap around there at the point of contact.
.47 seconds to go. This gives them half the distance from the 7 to about the 3.5. So Marlow will take a timeout. We'll take it with them. Big play coming up here. Under a minute to go in the first half for the Pauls Valley Panthers facing a 3rd down. It's the Squirtle game of the week from Marlow.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
Is your spouse's snoring becoming an issue? Have you been told that you need a sleep study but refuse to go into a sleep lab? Then NextGen Sleep is here to help with our innovative solution for the evaluation, testing, and treatment of sleep apnea. NextGen is proud to offer this FDA-approved, convenient, and affordable solution that can be done all from the comfort of
3rd down and 2 for Pauls Valley. Perry pulling. It's a trap. Is he into the end zone? Touchdown. Pauls Valley scores first on a 3-yard run from the quarterback Tanner Perry. Extra point pending. It's Panthers 6, Outlaws 0.
Good job by Perry right there, getting behind his pulling guard. Ran a little GT pull right there, getting behind his guard and tackle, just letting them do the work and leaning in behind those guys, getting in the end zone.
So Pablo Amaya will come on and try to give the Panthers the 7-0 lead. Snap is good, and Amaya boots it through for the extra point. 42 seconds to go in the first half. Pauls Valley strikes first here in Marlow. The Panthers lead 7-0.
Is your spouse's snoring becoming an issue? Have you been told that you need a sleep study but refuse to go into a sleep lab? Then NextGen Sleep is here to help with our innovative solution for the evaluation, testing, and treatment of sleep apnea. NextGen is proud to offer this FDA-approved, convenient, and affordable solution that can be done all from the comfort of your own home. Call today to get started. 405-308-3324 or email us at information@nextgensleep.com.
Welcome back. 42 seconds to go here in the first half. Pauls Valley will kick it away. Pablo Amaya kick it to the Outlaws for the second time this evening. Panthers are going to get it to start the second half. That's a big advantage for Pauls Valley. Amaya kicks it short, and that's going to land and take a hop. And boy, that was a dangerous situation for Pauls Valley. Caden Harris picked up that bounce, and there weren't too many Panthers between he and the goal line as he takes it to the 45. This would be some big momentum for the Outlaws if they could do something with the football here.
Be interesting to see what Marlow offensively does right here. They got 40 seconds, one timeout, and the wind at their back. I think you try to go score right here. Obviously, if you take a big loss or something first down, that may kind of change your approach. But I think you snap first down wanting to go score a touchdown.
I'm wanting to go score. I'll tell you that. I think that this is plenty of time. And this is a team that's capable of throwing the football. They have not had a lot of luck with the interceptions tonight. One of them a batted ball. Gilbert pisses it to Weber, and Weber is taken down out of bounds right at the 45. No gain as Pauls Valley runs from side to side well to stop that play. Tackle made by Adrian Gonzalez for the defense. Three seconds on the shot or on the play clock. Gilbert is going to keep it and toss it out into the flat. Weber's got it, and he's knocked out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
I've been waiting for Marlow to come back with a little swing pass from Gilbert off the quarterback read. Pauls Valley is playing the quarterback with that outside linebacker. I was waiting for him to come back to that and put that outside linebacker in conflict and give him a choice out there.
1st and 10 from the 43. That play only took 6 seconds. Gilbert back to Weber. Weber out of bounds. Stops the clock.
I like the approach right now from Marlow offensively, doing something they can eat up 5, 6, 7 yards at a time, get the ball to the sideline, not have to use your timeouts.
Fakes again. Weber again drops the football. A couple of costly drops for the Outlaws tonight. 3rd down and 6 to go from the 39. Back to pass. Gilbert going to throw it deep down the field. This one is tipped up in the air and incomplete. 12 seconds to go. It'll be 4th and 6. No harm here in going for this.
Yeah, I think Marlow takes one more deep shot right here. Like you said, Mark, not a whole lot to lose here. 12 seconds left in the half.
Weber's been working hard in motion. Gilbert going to roll out to his right. He's going to throw down the field. It's caught, and let's see if he can get out of bounds. Crossan makes the catch, and let's see if they can potentially get the field goal team out there. They're going to have a timeout. Crossan makes the catch at the 20-yard line, so it's a gain of 19.
Really good ball right there from Gilbert. Probably his best pass of the night.
5 seconds to go. So they have choices right here.
Saw Gilbert taking some practice kicks on air out here, so they may be lining up a field goal.
Give you some other scores going on right now. It's Broken Arrow all over Southmore, 38-0. Edmond North 14, Norman 12. It's in the second quarter. Bixby is just taking no prisoners in Oklahoma high school football. They lead Norman North 32-0 in the first half. Mustang on top of UConn 28-7. Santa Fe leads Memorial 19-0. Union 14, Owasso 8. Rematch of last year's playoff game at Class 6A Division II in the quarterfinals. Semifinals. Jinx on top of Edmond 35-0, and they're all tied at 10 in the Moore War. Gilbert will take this field goal. It'll be a 37-yard attempt. The kick is down to almost blocked, but this looks like it could be good, and it is good. 37-yard field goal from Gilbert to put the Outlaws on the board for the first time. We've reached half here at the Squirtle Game of the Week. It's Pauls Valley 7, Marlow 3. We'll return with the second half after this.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here. Born and raised in Edmond, Oklahoma, Trevor Randall is very familiar with the area and the Oklahoma economy. Trevor enjoys helping customers just like you identify the insurance coverage that best fits their needs, with over 19 years of experience to help you better understand the options, whether that's auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more. So give Randall Insurance Agency a call at 405-341-7878 and let us help you get the protection you need with the service you deserve.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
When your business is agriculture, you want a bank behind you that doesn't cut and run at the first sign that there will be some tough times ahead. There are good years and there are always bad years. At Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, we're here for them all. Agriculture, it's the backbone of our local community. We believe in it. We invest in it. We're here for the long haul. If you're in agriculture, it's time to let Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma make your best even better. Contact a loan officer today. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, the area's leading lender in agriculture.
Electricity, that's what we've been about since 1936. Since then, Cimarron's mission of bringing electricity to its members has been nothing short of successful. But over the years, it's become more than that. It's about powering our neighbors' heating in the winter, keeping the lights on at the ball field, and keeping your phones charged to capture those special moments. We are proud to be part of your community. Thank you for being part of Cimarron for all of these years.
So, not real big on paying bank fees? Well, that's okay. It means you're smart with your money and you know how to get a good deal. You're a credit union kind of person, and Communication Federal is your kind of credit union. In fact, Pay Me Checking puts real money right into your account every time you use your Visa debit card, online or in stores. Pay Me Checking, the free account that pays you, only from Communication Federal Credit Union.
Day in and day out, you're committed. Every practice, every training, every game, every meet, you put in the work. Your fans may not see it, but you do. You have a story to tell, a personal brand, a career to launch, and an audience to connect with. Take control of your story with Athleon.co. You're doing the work. You deserve to benefit from it.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company, older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you and small enough to know you. We've been around since 1901, proudly serving the communities of Northwest Oklahoma and Southern Kansas. We are making banking easy. Whether you're at home, in the office, or waiting for the next quarter to start, our online or mobile banking options help you to juggle busy schedules and financial needs. So stop by and see us at any of our locations in Alva, Burlington, Freedom, Enid, and Kiowa, Kansas. We plant roots where others have branches. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Anger, anxiety, worry, and disbelief, these are normal emotions to feel with an unplanned pregnancy. You have options, and you are not alone. Hope Pregnancy Center in Alva is a safe, confidential, and compassionate place to land. Hope offers free pregnancy testing and ultrasound, and you will be provided education for all your options. Remember, you aren't alone. We can help with hope. Visit thinkimpregnant.org. That's thinkimpregnant.org.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Wiggins Auctioneers is a full-service auction company well-versed in selling farm and range land, minerals, commercial and residential properties, as well as equipment, estate, and trust liquidations. In order to better serve our clients, Wiggins Realty offers conventional for-sale listings as well as buyer representation. Whether buying or selling, auction or conventional, we want to be your trusted company. Wiggins Auctioneers, 3 generations strong and setting the standard since 1963.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just a local VOTEC, we are Autry Technology Center.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
Is your spouse's snoring becoming an issue? Have you been told that you need a sleep study but refuse to go into a sleep lab? Then Next Gen Sleep is here to help with our innovative solution for the evaluation, testing, and treatment of sleep apnea. NextGen is proud to offer this FDA-approved, convenient, and affordable solution that can be done all from the comfort of your own home. Call today to get started. 405-308-3324 or email us at information@nextgensleep.com.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
Born and raised in Edmond, Oklahoma, Trevor Randall is very familiar with the area and the Oklahoma economy. Trevor enjoys helping customers just like you identify the insurance coverage that best fits their needs, with over 19 years of experience to help you better understand the options, whether that's auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more. So give Randall Insurance Agency a call at 405-341-7878 and let us help you get the protection you need with the service you deserve.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
When your business is agriculture, you want a bank behind you that doesn't cut and run at the first sign that there will be some tough times ahead. There are good years and there are always bad years. At Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, we're here for them all. Agriculture, it's the backbone of our local community. We believe in it. We invest in it. We're here for the long haul. If you're in agriculture, it's time to let Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma make your best even better. Contact a loan officer today. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, the area's leading lender in agriculture.
Electricity, that's what we've been about since 1936. Since then, Cimarron's mission of bringing electricity to its members has been nothing short of successful. But over the years, it's become more than that. It's about powering our neighbors' heating in the winter, keeping the lights on at the ball field, and keeping your phones charged to capture those special moments. We are proud to be part of your community. Thank you for being part of Cimarron for all of these years.
So, not real big on paying bank fees? Well, that's okay. It means you're smart with your money and you know how to get a good deal. You're a credit union kind of person, and Communication Federal is your kind of credit union. In fact, Pay Me Checking puts real money right into your account every time you use your Visa debit card, online or in stores. Pay Me Checking, the free account that pays you only from Communication Federal Credit Union.
Day in and day out, you're committed. Every practice, every training, every game, every meet, you put in the work. Your fans may not see it, but you do. You have a story to tell, a personal brand, a career to launch, and an audience to connect with. Take control of your story with Athleon.co. You're doing the work. You deserve to benefit from it.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company. Older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you and small enough to know you. We've been around since 1901, proudly serving the communities of Northwest Oklahoma and Southern Kansas. We are making banking easy. Whether you're at home, in the office, or waiting for the next quarter to start, our online or mobile banking options help you to juggle busy schedules and financial needs. So stop by and see us at any of our locations in Alva, Burlington, Freedom, Enid, and Kiowa, Kansas. We plant roots where others have branches. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Anger, anxiety, worry, and disbelief, these are normal emotions to feel with an unplanned pregnancy. You have options, and you are not alone. Hope Pregnancy Center in Alva is a safe, confidential, and compassionate place to land. Hope offers free pregnancy testing and ultrasound, and you will be provided education for all your options. Remember, you aren't alone. We can help with hope. Visit thinKI'mPregnant.org. That's thinKI'mPregnant.org.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Wiggins Auctioneers is a full-service auction company well-versed in selling farm and range land, minerals, commercial and residential properties, as well as equipment, estate, and trust liquidations. In order to better serve our clients, Wiggins Realty offers conventional for-sale listings as well as buyer representation. Whether buying or selling, auction or conventional, we want to be your trusted company. Wiggins Auctioneers, 3 generations strong and setting the standard since 1963.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local VOTEC, we are Autry Technology Center.
Welcome back. Getting ready to start the second half here at Outlaw Stadium, 7-3. Sean, what a halftime show we had. We had not only both bands, Pauls Valley and Marlow, perform at halftime, we also had the Marlow Palms. They're the state champions. They did a little routine, some Journey, and all of it was fantastic. And then after all of those performances, we had a guy kick a field goal and won a flat screen television.
Absolutely. One of the best halftime 20 minutes I've seen. And now that I'm not coaching anymore, I get to see a few more halftimes. But both bands were outstanding. Marlow Palm was outstanding. And like you said, got to see the flat screen TV get one with the halftime field goal there. So very entertaining 20 minutes here in Marlow tonight.
Yeah, I thought he might have won some McNuggets or something like that, but no, he's got a TV. That's a pretty good day.
That is. I think, if I remember back, it seemed like they used to give you maybe like a voucher to the concession stand or something if you made the halftime field goal or the halftime shot during basketball or something. But flat screen TV is definitely up in the game in halftime prizes.
If I would have won a flat screen TV when I was in high school, I think my parents might have confiscated it. I don't know that they would have let me have that thing in the bedroom, but times have changed a little now. First half was a really tight game. Both defenses performed well. Pauls Valley was able to force some turnovers. So what do you see here coming up the second half, Sean?
It'll be interesting to see what offensive adjustments both teams make after coming out of the half. Like you said, it kind of turned into a defensive battle in the first half. Both offenses had advantageous field position multiple times and just couldn't really do much with it, as you can tell by the 7-3 halftime score. So it'll be interesting to see what type of adjustments they make offensively in the second half. I would bet we're going to see a lot more points scored in the last 24 minutes than we saw the first 24. It'll just be interesting to see how both offenses approach this first couple drives.
And Sean, you're always thinking like a coach. You said to me, what's Marlow going to do with the win situation here, which is a pretty important, I think, choice.
Yeah, it looks like it's even picked up a little bit, Mark, from kickoff. And it's been gusty. There's been times the flags are kind of laid down, and right now it looks like they're probably as gusty as they have been all night. It's just one of those philosophical things. Do you want to take it in the third quarter? You want to take it in the fourth quarter? I think there's value to both of them. A tight game like this, and I would agree, take it in the fourth. But you also, you don't want to find yourself in a situation where you lose the field position battle here early in the third, then you look up in the fourth quarter, maybe a 2-score game or something like that, just with the kind of flow and tempo of the game of neither offense being able to get much going.
They're going to take the win in the third quarter. I think they're going to try to kick this one deep and make Pauls Valley start from the 20-yard line, and I think that's also very important. And Marlow's got to feel like, hey, when Pauls Valley scored, we set them up in our territory via the turnover, and their defense has played very well tonight along the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely. And Pauls Valley hasn't had a ton of success throwing the ball. They've taken advantage, I think, of a few advantageous down and distance situations with play action to kind of catch Marlow off guard. The majority of Pauls Valley's success has come on the ground. So they may want to, try to make them throw here a little bit and use that wind against them, try to win some field position, get some short fields, and punch a few in.
All right, we're about to get underway. Gilbert is set to kick it off. For the Panthers, Noah Olguin, the junior, is back. He's on the left side, and this one goes towards Olguin, and it is a missile. And the ball goes over his head and into the end zone. He's going to try to run it back, and they really are going to get the Panthers pinned deep here. And the football come loose there?
Looks like he held on to it. That's about as good of an outcome as you can ask for if you're Marlow. Get that kind of tweener kick. The returner doesn't know what to do with it. Probably should have let it go. He touched it, bounced around on the goal line for a few seconds, and get him on the 10-yard line. That's about as good of a start for Marlow as they could have asked for.
That kick was an absolute missile, and it put Olguin in a predicament to try to field it.
Those are tough. Kind of like catching a line drive in baseball. It's kind of knuckling on you, and you don't know. You can't judge it. The wind's howling at you. That's tough on a returner.
So Pauls Valley will start from the 15. Tanner Perry, the quarterback, going to toss it out to Rain Major, and the defense holds.
Pauls Valley came back to that pitch look they had success with earlier, going away from the pull right there. Had a guard and tackle pull to the offensive right, pitched it away from it again. Marlow defensive ends continue to do a great job. Peyton Eddy right there, another great play out there on the edge.
3 receivers to the right of Perry. Perry's going to look that way, made a man miss, then throws it out in the flat. It's caught by Prince, and Prince gets across the 20-yard line. Or excuse me, that's Major. My bad. Major with the reception, and he is about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, Perry, quarterback from Pauls Valley, is a tough kid. He just keeps on making plays with stress in his face. Marlow continues to get pressure. He continues to find receivers and just make something out of nothing.
5'8", 175 pounds. 3rd down and 3. Going to be a quarterback sweep. Perry puts his head forward and is not going to get the required yardage. So this is worked out perfectly for Matt Weber and the Marlow Outlaws. Pauls Valley facing a 4th down and 3 inside their own 25-yard line, and they'll have to punt into this pretty stiff breeze.
So like we talked about at halftime, Mark, just strategy-wise, again, it's paying off for Marlow right now. Get that deep kickoff, bad field position for Pauls Valley to start, 3 and out, now punting into the wind.
The punt's a pretty good one, and it's going to take a Pauls Valley bounce, but it is fielded by the Outlaws' Caden Harris, and not much of return. Pauls Valley punt team gets down there to cover the kick well, but it's a net gain of 25 yards of field position on the exchange.
I'll tell you what, Mark, I've been impressed all night with both teams, just team speed. Both teams flying around right there. It looks like, Marlow may have a chance for a return, had a lot of grass out here, and Pauls Valley just flying around making plays. Good team speed on both sides.
44-yard line of Marlow is where this drive will start. The Outlaws scored on their last possession on a 37-yard field goal by Gilbert. Quarterback draw, Gilbert right up in the hole, and he is able to get forward for a gain of 4 before he's met by Nathan Whitaker, the linebacker for the Panthers, senior, and a good push from the Outlaws offensive line.
I like that right there from Marlow, just showing a little bit different look on first down than they have all night, showing pass, running a little quarterback draw, up an A gap, just a little bit different look than they showed on their previous possessions in the first half.
Little different formation, too. Here's an option play, and the Panthers do a great job on the outside pursuit. Jonathan Grimmett comes over to make the tackle. A gain of 3. It'll be 3rd down and short. They need to get it in between the 46 and the 45-yard line to pick up the first down. Motion from Baron Gage. And Gilbert's going to keep it. He's got the first down, but just barely. Right at the line, the sticks will move, and the Outlaws sustain the drive.
Another physical run from Gilbert. I've said it over and over again all night. I love the physicality of how both these quarterbacks run. He's met right at the sticks, just lowers his shoulders and gets the first down by about a half a yard.
Pitch to Gage on the outside. Gage gets out of bounds. It's good defense on the corner by Jorge Fabella for the Panthers, but another nice game.
Pretty good perimeter blocking out here. The Marlow receivers Weber getting the block out here on the edge allows that play to happen.
Second down and 5. Hudson Morgan, sophomore, is there in the backfield. Morgan takes the handoff. Morgan didn't take the handoff, and he would have. He might have been gone for a touchdown. Morgan, a big sophomore. Gilbert kept it. Keeps the positive yardage going. Gain of 1 to the 39. That's pretty good defense by Pauls Valley.
Great job by Pauls Valley right there. Again, they've been really assignment sound. A bunch of quarterback read game all night, really from both sides, and both defenses doing an outstanding job being disciplined on that. Another 3rd and 3 or 4 here.
This is an old school football game, Sean.
It is. It's fun to watch.
Teams lining up, running it right at each other. Gilbert gives the handoff to the sophomore, and he is a good-looking player. Hudson Morgan, 6'2", 203 pounds. Picked up some physical yards and moves the chains. His second first down of the drive.
Yeah, you said it, Mark. Just kind of an old-school football game. We keep using the word physical over and over. Coming into the night, I hadn't seen either one of these teams play on film or anything this year, but this is fun. It's 2 teams getting downhill, getting after each other. A lot of competitive plays at the line of scrimmage. Just fun to watch.
First down and 10 from the 33. Gilbert going to run the option, tucks it up inside, and he's bounced off of 3-4 Pauls Valley defenders. 65, James Major, sophomore. One of the players that stopped him, James Major and Mason Barona. A couple of sophomores for Pauls Valley starting there in the defensive tackle positions. Second down and 7 to go. There's the handoff right up the middle and a lot of success, and he is looking for contact. Hudson Morgan has given the Outlaws some energy at the running back position.
Marlow's just stayed committed to that inside zone running game, a little bit of read game off of it with Gilbert. But again, it's one of those things that you get 2, 3, 4 yards, and then every 4th or 5th snap, it opens up for 15.
Doesn't look like a lot of people really want to get in front of Morgan. I mean, he is running the ball with authority.
Yeah, again, just another big physical running back.
Short splits on the offensive line, and they're going to hand it to Morgan again. And look at him move the pile.
Great job by Morgan right there. That's a traditional, again, keep using the word inside zone, just zone blocking up front. And he's really hitting that kind of backside A-gap cutback lane right there and getting that defense to over-pursue, over-commit a little bit.
This is easily the most impressive drive of the night for Marlow. They took the opening kickoff and fumbled deep inside of Pauls Valley territory, but this one has been clock moving, keeping it on the ground. Going to go to Morgan again, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Outlaws. Marlow takes the lead for the first time tonight, 9-7.
Impressive drive right there, Mark.
They took half plus 8 seconds off of the clock here in the third quarter and couldn't have executed it any better from the decision in the second half to take the win in the third quarter. It's given them the lead with field position and execution.
Yeah, you got to think this is probably exactly what the Marlow coaching staff talked about at halftime coming out of taking the wind, getting that field position early on the kickoff, forcing a punt, running the football, driving, go score a touchdown. Halfway through the third quarter, that could not have happened thus far any better for Marlow.
And Cade Gilbert kicked that extra point clear to Rush Springs. Somebody will have to retrieve that football. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back 10-7. Pauls Valley gets it next.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream. Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
Welcome back. 5:52 left to go in the third here in the Squirtle game of the week. Sean Meek, Mark Rogers with you from Outlaw Stadium in Marlow. Outlaws take it 6 minutes and 8 seconds and go 55 yards for a touchdown.
Yeah, this will be a big possession right here for Pauls Valley. They have to move the chains at least a few times. At the very least, not punt out of your own, inside your 20. And if you can hold on the ball for long enough, maybe flip into the fourth quarter. It was a huge drive right here.
That tells you really what a kicker and a kicking game can do for a football team. Cade Gilbert was able to get that 37-yard field goal to get some momentum for the Outlaws going into halftime. And then really, I thought the last kickoff and this kickoff going to make the Panthers go 80 yards if they want to score. Had to go 90 yards in the last drive due to that kickoff that he pounded down into the corner.
Yeah, it's such a weapon at every level of football. But really, once you get into kind of the smaller classes, it's such a weapon because some teams have a great kicking game, some teams don't.
All right, here come the Panthers. So they're going to pass, and that pass is complete. Jorge Fabella caught the ball at the 24-yard line. It's got to make you nervous kind of as a coach when that ball goes up in the air because it looked like it might have been a chance to make a break on that football.
Yeah, and again, we kind of talked about this earlier, but I like Pauls Valley decision to throw on first down right there, especially they see kind of soft one-on-one coverage out here. Just run a 5-yard stick route, throw and catch. It's really the equivalent to a run game.
Perry fakes it, handoff on the reverse, and some nice moves to get out into the open field. And that's a big first down as Maddox Prince cut that back up inside. This Marlow defense is very fundamentally sound. They kept the edge, but he was able to get up the field around the hash marks for a nice gain.
That's a big first down. We talked about that before this possession started. Pauls Valley needs to move the chains a few times, get that Marlow defense reeling a little bit, get them breathing heavy, get them tired.
Too many men on the field for the Outlaws. Blade Harris, normally the free safety, gets off the field late. Free safety is Corbin Dittner is in there now. Perry's going to run with it. And no matter how many players they're able to get out in front of Perry, the Marlow defense is there to make the stop. Second down and 8 to go.
The ball on the 37-yard line. The line to gain for Pauls Valley will be the 44.
The pass on the flat. Boy, big lick right there along the sidelines. Fabella with the tackle.
Well, both these defenses really fly around. Talked about team speed earlier. Marlow's got a ton of it on the defensive side of the ball.
Third down and 5 to go for the Panthers. Already picked up a first down on this drive. They're going to throw that, and there's what we're talking about. That pass was really telegraphed a little bit, and it almost went back the other way for a touchdown. And the Panthers are going to have to punt once again into this wind. And the third quarter, if this is a fight, it'd be 10-8 for Marlow so far.
Great play by the cornerback down here at the bottom. Again, just getting a great break on it fundamentally, seeing the quarterback's hand come off the ball, seeing the receiver's hip sink and making a play.
This is a much better punt for Pauls Valley, and it's angling towards the sideline. It's going to go out of bounds right at the 29-yard line. So that's about 16 yards difference in field position that the Outlaws will have to navigate. But they ran the football with authority, especially upon the entrance of Hudson Morgan, the sophomore running back, into the game. And looks like Morgan's going to go right back out there for more.
Yeah, I'd keep feeding him the ball until somebody stopped it.
Competitor reports that someone in the stands is blowing a whistle. We must ask you to stop that. Thank you.
They will mark the ball at the 30-yard line, 4:07 to go. And we'll see what the Outlaws can do on this series. Gilbert. Morgan next to him. Plenty of running room up the middle. And it looks like this Marlow offensive line is starting to wear down the Pauls Valley front just a little bit here in the second half, Sean.
Yeah, again, we've seen Marlow come back to that same look a few times, running quarterback. Not really so much a draw right there, kind of like an A-gap wrap, quarterback power up the middle. But you see him come down on first down a few times, biting off 6-7 yards on first down with that play.
Now, what is an A-gap wrap?
Basically just the center blocking back on an A-gap defender, one technique and nose guard, and just wrapping the uncovered guard up an A-gap, quarterback following right behind him.
I was able to get him 7 yards. Comes a guard and tackle play, but they pull him and go the other way. Some confusion for the defense. And a nice pass play and a gain of about 13 yards on the reception to Cody Weber. And the Outlaws are kind of rolling hot right now.
You feel all the momentum on the Marlow sidelines right now. Sidelines are getting excited. Crowd's kind of getting into it. Pauls Valley side's kind of had the life sucked out of them right now.
The ball rests on the 49-yard line. Gilbert going to run the option, and we've got a false start on the offense. It's going to cost them 5 yards. Give you some scores from Class 3A this evening. Heritage Hall all over the Lone Grove Longhorns, 40-0 in the third quarter. 1 and 2 in this class are going to be awfully tough to deal with this year. Berry Hill down 42-7 to Lincoln Christian. Some other matchups: Holland Hall and Cassia Hall, big rivalry in Tulsa, 21-9, Holland over Cassia. Anadarko's knocking off Manford 42-14. Perkins over Kingfisher 21-7. No score between Stigler and Seminole at half.
Gonna get another false start on Marlow here.
This is not what you want after being so efficient here to begin the third quarter.
Well, they're running the ball so well, but no matter how well you're running it, 1st and 20 is tough.
Scores from Class 4A. Newcastle over Tecumseh 35-0. Weatherford 28, Chickasha 0. Bridge Creek 14, Classen School of Advanced Studies 7. Blanchard has a 20-point lead on undefeated Hera 26-6. Tuttle is in a fight with Bethany 17-10. Tigers lead that one. Gilbert throws it in the flat, caught by Crossan. Crossan is come up and hit. There's 5 Pauls Valley defenders there, including Adrian Gonzalez and Jorge Fabola for the defense.
You love to see receivers who are willing to block downfield without the ball. This Marlow receiving group does a really good job of blocking without the ball, perimeter, creating space for their teammates.
Gilbert going to throw it again. And there's the blocking that you talked about, but Pauls Valley does a good job of beating those blocks. And Jorge Fabella, the junior, 6'1", 170-pounder, has had a good night tonight on the outside. So 3rd down and 10, 2 minutes and 7 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Marlow has dominated this third quarter, but find themselves really in the first spot of adversity so far. 3rd down and long.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Marlow move the pocket here, run sprint out.
There you go. Sean calls it. Nice pass and a great move to get open by Crossan. And Crossan picks up the first down and more inside the 30-yard line of the Panthers.
That's been Marlow's go-to tonight. Anytime they've had 3rd and long, really kind of a move the chain type of play, sprint the pocket out, give Gilbert the opportunity. He's a great runner too. If he has the edge, he has the option to run it. There, probably a little too long to run. Throws the back shoulder stick route. Great throw and catch.
That was excellent communication between the quarterback and the receiver. And there's Morgan going up over the middle, man. He is making the most of his appearance in this contest tonight.
Yeah, he runs hard. You got to like the effort you're seeing from him. And just looking down at the roster, he's a big kid. You can tell by looking at him just on the field. But you look down, you see 6'2", 203 from your sophomore running back. That's pretty impressive.
Give a shout out to the Chandler Squirtle Network. That game is over early after a running clock in the second half. And so our feed is streaming on the Chandler feed right now. 2nd down and 4. Time of possession is heavily weighted in Marlow's favor here in the quarter. And there goes Morgan again. He runs a little high. He's young, but he is big. And he is imposing. Probably changed the more experience he gets.
Absolutely. I think the Pauls Valley defensive front has learned to stick a shoulder pad and a thigh pad right there, hit him low.
Another 3rd down here as the clock ticks under 30 seconds. 14 on the play clock. Gilbert is just going to take the quarterback sneak, and it's a big push, and it's more than enough for the first down.
You said it earlier, Mark. You really, the longer these drives play on, you really start to see the Marlow offensive line just kind of impose their will on the Pauls Valley defensive front.
I'm really impressed with both of these teams here tonight, and certainly Marlow has looked like a different team in the second half. No turnovers after having 3 in the first half. Marlow fans come to their feet. It's a great third quarter for the Outlaws. We'll take a break here and come back with the 4th and final quarter from Outlaw Stadium. It's Marlow 10, Pauls Valley 7.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
Is your spouse's snoring becoming an issue? Have you been told that you need a sleep study but refuse to go into a sleep lab? Then Next Gen Sleep is here to help with our innovative solution for the evaluation, testing, and treatment of sleep apnea. Next Gen is proud to offer this FDA-approved, convenient, and affordable solution that can be done all from the comfort of your own home. Call today to get started. 405-308-3324 or email us at information@nextgensleep.com.
Welcome back. Mark Rogers and Sean Meek with you here for the 4th quarter and the Squirtle game of the week. It's Marlow 10, Pauls Valley 7. The Outlaws have got it 1st down and 10 deep in the Pauls Valley Panther territory. Marlow looking to go 4-0 this season. Of course, the Outlaws with the 2021 Class 2A state champions, knocking off Washington in a really, really good ball game at UCO. It's been a great atmosphere tonight here. Glad to be here in Marlow. 1st down and 10 to go from the 18. Gilbert with Morgan. Morgan gets the handoff, and the Panthers are starting to wisen up to that play right off of the center, and it is no gain there, maybe a gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
Marlow continues to be committed to the run game, which they're just fine with that clock milking down too. Be anxious to see if they run a little play action off of it, or possibly have Gilbert keep that read off the backside of that.
Still a lot of time on that play clock at 15 seconds. Morgan is going to take it, and Morgan goes up the middle, and he almost broke it down to the 5-yard line. Might be my player of the game for the impact that he's made coming in here tonight in the third quarter. And also give big credit to the offensive line for Marlow, tight end Corbin Dittner, Brock Smith, left tackle, right tackle, Caden. Hold on, we'll get to more of those guys here in just a second. Play clock is at 10. Gilbert. That great fake as Gilbert walks it into the end zone. Morgan took a big hit, but he didn't have the football. Gilbert has it, and he goes in for the score, and Marlow extends its lead now to 16-7. Those offensive linemen that we mentioned, Brock Smith, tackle, Jason Manning, the left guard, Owen Long, the center, Jose Flores is the right guard, and then the right tackle is Caden Lucas, senior. 6'3", 305 pounds. Flores, a senior, 6 foot, 300 pounds. Manning, 310 pounds. And those guys are starting to dominate this game. Extra point is missed there by Gilbert. So 16-7. It's a 9-point game, 10:44. Pauls Valley will finally get it with the wind at their back when we return here on the Squirtle Game of the Week.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
Welcome back here to the Squirtle Game of the Week. 10:44 to go. Marlow will kick it off to Pauls Valley. Mark Rogers, Sean Meek, our crew here tonight, Ella Sunken and Camden Billy, producing and filming. Still feel bad about Sean having to park somewhere out in the out there on the street.
Yeah, just right across the street at the elementary school, I think. Like I said, I just hope I don't have a boot or a ticket from the Marlow police when I leave here.
It's all fun and games until your car goes to the impound. I'll give you a lift back to the city. That's probably about a $200 Uber ride from here. Gilbert kicks it off into the wind. This one's a high kick, and it's going to go out of bounds. And so that'll give the Panthers some decent field position. And we'll see if they can execute some passing game here with the wind at their back. Some good games going on in Class 6A Division I tonight, and there's some that aren't very good. Moore on top of Westmore, and that Moore were 24-17. Another close game, Norman and Edmond North, 20-14 in favor of the Tigers at home. And now to some of the blowouts. Bixby 53, Norman North 0. Owasso is getting handed to him by Union tonight, 34-8. A little revenge for Union after being eliminated in last year's semifinals. Edmond Santa Fe rolling it up on crosstown rival Edmond, 40-0. Maybe have some equipment concerns going on here with one of the Pauls Valley players. It's John Grimmett, number 10, wide receiver and free safety. And we are ready to go. Split backs in the Panthers offense. Handoff goes to Olguin. And Olguin powers forward to gain of 5, 6.
They still got plenty of enough time right now. They can stay committed to the run for the time being as long as they're having success with it. Pretty good first down play right there.
Marlow has won 3 straight in this series, looking to make it 4. It's the 31st meeting between these two teams, and before tonight, they were even, 15 wins apiece. 54 miles separate these two communities. Faked Olguin and a reverse and broken tackles and into the clear. A big run for the Panthers. Loose in the secondary and running down the sidelines with one man to beat is Maddox Prince with a big gain. And we've seen Prince do that a couple of times tonight, Sean, where he's kind of tucked it inside and able to find a lot of real estate there. And Pauls Valley right back in this one.
And we've seen him run that play, Mark, 3 or 4 times tonight. And the Marlow edge defense, or defensive ends, keep doing a great job of containing that play and turning it back inside. That was just a great individual effort by Prince right there to cut it back, break a tackle, and we kind of saw some of his speed once he cleared that second level.
So the Panthers are now in business. 13-yard line of the Outlaws. 9:55 to go in the game. And a pass, and this ball is intercepted. It was floated up there. Perry had a man, but the ball was thrown a little high, and we're going to have a roughing penalty on one of the blockers downfield for Marlow, but they turn away Pauls Valley and are able to come away with the football. They'll be backed up against the shadow of their own goal line, but the turnovers have been costly here in the second half for Pauls Valley.
And that ball was there, too. You'd love to see Perry just turn that loose a little bit quicker. Hesitated just a minute, let the free safety get there. Had an open receiver.
It was a great break on the ball by the free safety, as you mentioned. Now, is this going to give Pauls Valley the ball back? Would think not, right? Post-possession foul?
Yeah, if they're calling it dead ball.
Yeah, dead ball foul. And so the Outlaws take over, and they will have it first down from their own 5-yard line. We'll see if this big physical offensive line from Marlow can lean on the Panthers a little bit more.
And the Pauls Valley defense has to get over that turnover quick and flip your mindset and try to go create a negative play right here. Create some chaos, get a ball on the ground, cause Marlow to turn the ball over, something big right here.
Morgan has gone almost exclusively here in the second half at the running back position, and look at that push. Just falling forward for a gain of 7.
And that's what, if you're in the huddle right now, if you're Gilbert talking to your offensive line, that's what you're telling your guys, that if they can win the line of scrimmage right here, get 3, 4, 5 yards of carry, that's going to ice this game.
And just a clinic. Good defense by the middle of the Pauls Valley interior. They were able to stop Morgan.
Yeah, you look at how low Pauls Valley defensive line's coming off the ball. Late in the game, 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Both teams are worn down. Marlow's probably got a little bit of advantage up front, just sheer size, offensive line compared to defensive line. Pauls Valley D-line fighting, scrapping, doing what they can to keep their team in it.
Low man's going to win. 3rd down and 5 to go. Will the Outlaws put it up in the air here? I think probably not. We'll see. Not into the wind here in the shadow of their own goal line.
again, I think you get Gilbert rolling out. Give him the option to run.
They are going to throw it, and it's caught, and I don't know what he was going to do with it. He was actually kind of looking inside. It's going to be short of the first down. A little bit of a dangerous pass, and the Outlaws are going to have to punt this away into a pretty stiff breeze.
Been really impressed all night with Prince at corner, too. He's a heck of a player on both sides of the ball. He's played a heck of a game defensively, too, down here at corner. Marlow's turned a ton of those quick screens out here. He's an aggressive, physical corner. He's made a ton of tackles.
So Gilbert is in to do the punting.
I think Pauls Valley's got to put some pressure on him right here. Got to come after it. Bring an extra guy or two. Again, try to create something.
Especially punting into this wind. It is going to be a straight punt return, and that is a low liner. And it's going to come to rest at the 38-yard line. So that's where Pauls Valley will have it. 7:24 to go here in the ball game. We'll take a quick timeout. It's the Outlaws by 9.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school.
Welcome back to action. 7:24 to go in the ball game. Marlow on top of Pauls Valley 16-7. It's been a good one. Pauls Valley moved it deep into Marlow territory on their last possession before an interception ended the drive, and that's a handoff along the right side for Rain Major. Not much running room there, a gain of 2 for Major.
Physical play right there, number 21 on the Marlow defense, Jace Hunt coming up. Physical tackle. 6 foot, 200-pound senior at linebacker.
Prince is out here in the slot. He's had some success on this drive. Marlow's going to come with the blitz from the linebacker, and they're going to throw this one up. And it is intercepted, caught, dropped. What do we have? Another interception. It's interception 3 of the second half by the Marlow Outlaws defense. And a great individual effort there by the Outlaws to wrestle that ball free. 3 turnovers in the first half for Marlow, and the third here for the Panthers in the second.
And again, you see the momentum and kind of the body language shift on both sides right now. You see the Marlow kids coming off the sideline excited, and Pauls Valley hanging their head a little bit right now. You got to get rid of that quick. You still got 6.5 left to play. Marlow's still facing into the wind. They're still pinned deep in their own territory. Go make something happen right here. Give yourself a chance.
Six-yard line is exactly where they took over in the last drive. Gilbert is able to keep it, and he's breaking free. He really fooled the Pauls Valley defense. And we're going to have a hold right there on the 15-yard line. And so this ball is going to come back from the 15, but really solid execution by Gilbert to pull that ball free from Morgan and elude the Pauls Valley defense for a gain of 10 before the hold.
This is really going to be almost like a no play. It's going to be half the distance, bring it back. It'll be basically
8-yard line.
Yeah.
This officiating crew has done a nice job here tonight. I think first down and about 11. You're right. Take it right back to about the 6-yard line. Maybe just inside it at the 4. Other game of the week tonight in Garber, Covington Douglas on top of the Wolverines 24-6 for the war on 74. Gilbert passing along the call to the lineman. Gilbert hands it to Morgan. No room at all. Morgan has started to be bottled up by this Pauls Valley interior.
And it's still a 2-possession game, so Marlow, I mean, of course they want to move the chains, but they're content grinding clock right now too. They've done a great job of managing this clock with the lead in the fourth quarter.
Really good performance in the second half all the way around by Marlow. Defense come up with 3 interceptions. The offense with some time-consuming drives and big plays. And the running of the sophomore in the ball game, Hudson Morgan, has been a big difference. Gilbert is going to go back to pass. He is hit. He's hit, and the ball is loose. Are they going to call it an incomplete pass, or did the Outlaws get back on it?
Looks like the Outlaws got back on it outside of the end zone.
What a dangerous play, Sean.
That ball's well inside the 1-yard line.
So that is a fumble. The Outlaws recovered it at the 1-yard line. That is a big, big play in this game.
And again, if you're Pauls Valley defensively right here, you don't know how many possessions you have left. You got to make something happen here. Bring some pressure.
Marlow is just going to try to get a little room for the force the punt. And they didn't push it out much. Let's say that ball goes out to about the 3-yard line, where they will kick it back to Pauls Valley into this wind. And you mentioned, Sean, you were a little surprised that the Panthers didn't go after the last punt. You would think this punt, especially with the end zone, the punter Gilbert with his foot on the back of the end zone, that they might try to come get this.
Yeah, and again, you don't know how many possessions you have left. So even if you score, give Marlow the ball back, I mean, there's no guarantee you're going to get it back.
Well, the safety here makes a huge difference. I mean, it gets you in one possession, and then it forces Marlow to kick the ball into that wind.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying. That gives you a score and the possession with a chance to go tie the game.
Well, that's a great punt to get it out to midfield. And great punt coverage. And Marlow has escaped a potentially very, very dangerous situation from its own 1-yard line. Blade Harris on the punt coverage.
See if Pauls Valley offensively has the ability to pick up the pace here a little bit. Play with a little more urgency.
Pauls Valley's passing attack has let them down here in the second half with 3 interceptions from Tanner Perry. Perry under heavy rush, tries to escape. You're going to throw this one deep, and it's dropped. Great coverage, 2 men on the intended receiver for Pauls Valley, Adrian Gonzalez. Excuse me, that's Fabella, the receiver, not Gonzalez. Second down and 10. A reverse. It's going to be a reverse pass, and this is going to be interception number 4. Interception number 4 for the Outlaws. And it looks like Baron Gage has got a caravan potentially get into the end zone, being chased down, trying to cut it back. And he returns this ball inside the Panthers' 20-yard line in a little bit of desperation for Pauls Valley as that ball was just thrown up in the air. Well defended. And Marlow has its 4th interception of the second half.
Yeah, we talked about earlier, Mark, that we've seen the same play design out of Pauls Valley 2 or 3 other times tonight. Same play design that Prince ripped off that long run for earlier in the quarter. But again, the Marlow defense with defensive ends did a great job of containing that, made Prince stop his feet, kind of got him backpedaling a little bit, took some of the mustard off that throw and just threw it right to the Marlow defensive back.
Morgan is subbed out of there at the tailback position, and Clayton Robinson is back in, the junior. And Gilbert just going to take his time and look over things here. You can see the size of that Marlow offensive line has been dominant here in the second half. Robinson, it's the handoff, and he's pushed back. Good resistance to the Pauls Valley defensive front. Number 55, Elijah Olguin, a freshman, in there makes the stop. Timeout, Pauls Valley. We'll take it with them. 3:27 to go. It's Marlow 16, Pauls Valley 7.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field.
Welcome back to the Squirtle game of the week. 16-7. Pauls Valley can stop it 2 more times. Been an interesting game here this evening. Under center, Gilbert hands it to Robertson. Robertson is, look at that line coming back to push him forward. Marlow not quitting.
Great extra effort push by the ball carrier and the Marlow offensive line right there. Just understanding that a first down, just continue to grind that clock.
It's been really an interesting contest, and both teams I think have played well tonight, but Sean, 3 turnovers from Marlow in the first half really didn't cost them as much as the Pauls Valley turnovers have cost them here in the second half, and Marlow's going to end up right now, they're +1 in the turnover battle when it looked like there was no way that they could overcome what had happened in the first half to win that situation of the game.
Yeah, it's been like you said, kind of an interesting game as far as the ups and downs, momentum shifts on both sides. We said it over and over again tonight, Mark, but I've been really impressed with both these teams. They've played a ton of snaps tonight. Both these teams are still playing extremely hard, extremely physical game. It's been a heck of a lot of fun to be a part of.
There's some other scores from Class 2A tonight. They're in the third quarter. Chisholm looking to pick up another win after knocking off Kingfisher 2 weeks ago. 20-14, they lead over Newkirk. Luther on top of Crossings Christian 18-14. 3rd down and 5. Pauls Valley with 1 more timeout. Gilbert under center. Most of the game he's been in the pistol formation. Shotgun. Marlow going with the fullback. And a timeout. Third and 5 to go. Certainly within field goal range here to make it 19-7. That doesn't change the possessions of the game. It's still a 2-possession game, even with 3 points here.
Good job of both teams right there on that last snap before the timeout was called again. Coming out of the previous timeout, Marlow just trying to grab a cheap first down right there. Give a couple hard counts. Good job by the Pauls Valley defense staying disciplined and not giving anything free.
So we mentioned a lot of ties for both these teams and coaches to Davis. They've got a really good game going on tonight. The Wolves lead the Wolverines of Holdenville 14-8 in the fourth quarter of that game. Another game in Eastern Oklahoma between a couple of undefeated teams. The Kansas Comets are having one of their best seasons that they've had in a long time, and they lead Sperry, another undefeated team tonight, 26-14 in the fourth quarter. Winless Adair up 1 on Sequoia Claremore, who's undefeated 27-26. Third down and 4. Gilbert hands it to Robertson. Robertson is stopped, and he is tackled right shy of the first down marker. So the Outlaws here have a 4th down and 1. Clearly, Gilbert is good for this field goal here. Panthers have 1 timeout to stop it. You go for this, Sean, or are you going to kick the field goal?
I go for it, given that you're up 9. Like you said, it doesn't change the possession. Again, I think first down here all but seals it.
I'm with you. I leave the offense out here, especially the way that they have been pushing around Pauls Valley. Really, I think, a young Pauls Valley defensive front that's got a lot of potential for improvement. And the Outlaws are going to call this timeout to think about what to do here. It's hard to believe we're blowing through the season. If you count week 0, we played 5. We got 6 left in the regular season.
Yeah.
Football, high school football goes by quickly.
It always seems like you wait forever for it to get here, and then you kind of grind through scrimmage week and week 0, and then once district play hits, it just starts flying by. Weather cools down, gets really fun. Right here, those fourth down we talked about. Do you kick it or go for it? I think we both agree you go for it here, try to ice it. I think you got to put the ball in your best player's hands until give Cade Gilbert a chance to go finish the game right here. He's a tough kid, tough runner. He's played a heck of a game tonight. I think you put the ball in his hands with a few blockers in front of him. The Marlow offensive line's been able to get a push for most of the second half. I think you got to believe you can go get 2 yards right here.
That is exactly what it looks like they're going to do. Zach Dawson is the up back. They're just going to toss it to the sophomore Morgan, and he has got the first down, and he's got the touchdown. And Marlow extends the lead to 22-7 with 2:30 to go in the ball game.
And you got to like that too, right there. The play call. We talked about him earlier with. Was that Morgan?
Morgan back in the game. That's his second touchdown.
Yeah, that was Morgan. So you got 6'2", 203. They kind of do that, vertical backwards pitch that allows him to catch it, run downhill, and really get that speed and momentum going. Going to be tough to stop that guy on 2 yards.
Maybe a breakout game for Morgan, who looks like he is going to be a stud here for years to come at Marlow. Outlaws are lining up to go for this. Try to get the 2-point conversion back. It's Gilbert and Morgan. It looked like maybe they moved here. Gilbert going to run for it on his own, and I don't know that he got there. And the try for 2 is no good. So the Outlaws come up short on the conversion attempt, and we'll kick it away with 2:30 to go. We'll take a timeout, and we'll come back and see if the Panthers can get something going here in the final 2 minutes and 30 seconds. You're watching the Squirtle Game of the Week.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
Welcome back. Marlow going to kick it away. 2:30 to go. 22-7. 19 zip in the second half for Marlow. +4 in the turnover margin. It's been a big difference as they've stepped up on both sides of the ball out of halftime. This kick is sent deep, taken at the 3-yard line, and big hit. Nice defense for the Outlaws. Number 34, King Harrison, down there to make the stop.
Will be stopped by number 34, Keenan Harrison.
Next week, the Outlaws will take on Lone Grove, go on the road to face the Longhorns. It's a pretty good mascot matchup, right? The Outlaws and the Longhorns.
Yeah, you got to like that one.
Pauls Valley will host Heritage Hall. That could be dicey. Perry has got some running room, and he's going to go out of bounds, pick up 8 yards. This really aren't any easy district games in this district that we talked about earlier, that there were 5 undefeated teams coming in tonight. But, man, this is a murderer's row for Pauls Valley. This game tonight, Heritage Hall at home, on the road at Sulphur, then Plainview back at Pauls Valley.
That is tough. They've got a like you said, murderer's row slate to open up district play. That's probably what's so impressive about them last year, still securing a playoff berth. That's a tough start.
They were able to beat Sulphur and Plainview last year after starting 0-2 in the district. Perry is going to throw underneath. He's got a man, and he's got the first down. It's a nice move on the pickup by Maddox Prince, who's had a pretty good game tonight.
Prince is a heck of a ball player. He's been all over the field for Pauls Valley on both sides of the field.
Perry, another kind of floater. Ball hung up in the air for a long time. And that's where you can really see the evidence of the Marlow speed, is they've been able to make some big-time breaks on those passes here in the second half.
Yeah, that ball's in the air for a long time, almost throwing, from one hash to the other number. Team speed in Marlow, especially in the back end, is really good. It's been evident all night.
Perry back to pass. He's able to get away from the rush. Second down, he's just going to head out of bounds. That's a smart play. Stops the clock with 1:46 to go. Cassia Hall has rallied back to take the lead on Holland Hall 29-21. Third down and 5 for the Pauls Valley Panthers. Perry throws it short. Pass is caught. Dakota Weatherford had a big catch in the first half. He's able to move the chains.
Marlow's conceding that underneath game right now, giving them the 6, 7, 8 yard routes. Just keep the ball in front and make that clock keep churning.
Perry just throws that one away. Smart play. Lives for another down. Second down and 10. Also been really impressed tonight with Peyton Eddy from the very beginning of the game at the defensive end position. He's going to get a little bit of a breather here after harassing Perry on the play.
He's been all over the field defensively for Marlow, whether it be the pass game or run game. He's made a ton of tackles tonight, a ton of quarterback pressures. Done a great job of containing the edge run game for Pauls Valley as well.
Perry reverse rollout, and there's Morgan, the sophomore, coming in on the defensive side of the ball and getting a big rush and a sack. Perry going to just throw this one up, and there's about 3 Marlow defenders over there and a Pauls Valley receiver, but I think the ball is out of bounds. where no one can make a play on it, and it'll be 4th down and long, 4th and 20 to go for Pauls Valley.
Got to get the ball to the 37 for a first down for Pauls Valley. If you're the Marlow secondary, you're fine with them completing underneath, make a tackle, turn over on downs, and put a knee on it.
Here comes another blitz from Morgan. This ball just goes up, and could have been the 5th interception of the second half. It's like kind of trying to field the punt. Rylan Ray Jr. has it fall through his hands, but this will do it. Marlow will come out, take a couple snaps, and they will improve to 4-0 as they head to Lone Grove next week to face the 3-1 Longhorns. Sean, tell you what, impressed with both teams tonight, but certainly have to be really impressed with the second half played by the Outlaws.
Yeah, absolutely. And we kind of talked about, what would each team do to come out and make some adjustments and things like that. The running game for Marlow has been very impressive in the second half. Hudson Morgan at tailback's kind of taking the game over. Running game really established, allowed them to put some long drives together, really grind that clock down, keep the ball out of Pauls Valley's hands, and punch a few in the running game. But like you said, Mark, both of these are two good football teams. Talent-wise, effort-wise, both teams have played extremely hard. So both these teams are going to make some noise going throughout 3A2 the rest of the year.
Victory formation will have to take one more snap to do it. And once again, I just want to say thank you to the administration here at Marlow that allowed us to come down and do this game tonight. It was an impressive presentation from the fans that arrived here, from the performance of the cheerleaders, the Palms at halftime, to the band, and been a great night. The Outlaws improved to 4-0. Athletic director here is Darren Brantley, and Superintendent Corey Holland. And that will wrap it up. So for Sean Meek tonight, Ella Sutkin and Camden Billy, our crew, I'm Mark Rogers. Final score, Marlow 22, Pauls Valley 7. We'll see you next time on the Squirtle Game of the Week.
Born and raised in Edmond, Oklahoma, Trevor Randall is very familiar with the area and the Oklahoma economy. Trevor enjoys helping customers just like you identify the insurance coverage that best fits their needs, with over 19 years of experience to help you better understand the options, whether that's auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more. So give Randall Insurance Agency a call at 405-341-7878 and let us help you get the protection you need with the service you deserve.
Chicken Shack is probably my best bet.
I don't know how late that Italian restaurant here is open, but they say it's really good.
Yeah.
Subbies?
Yeah.